Today we are going to be tasting a Polish individual ration, number 5, and we're going to get started here in just a minute. And welcome back. In today's video, as we said, this is a Polish individual ration. It's a number 5, and the nice thing about the Polish rations is, well, there's several nice things. One thing is they've got ingredients listed in English as well as Polish. So we're going to put this on the scale quickly, and it weighs in at 1 pound 11 ounces. A couple things quickly. This has a best by date of the very end of December last year. Got this as a Christmas gift, and when it came in with a few other rations that my wife ordered from Europe, this was the postage on it coming in from Ukraine. That's a lot of stamps. And from Ukraine, with love, little thank you card. Came from Battle Ration. All these came in, the package was unopened, they came in perfect condition, and that's not what I'm hearing about some rations that are coming in from Europe right now with the troubles over there. But this will be our second Polish ration. It comes packed a lot like a U.S. ration, very heavy wrap, but it doesn't seem to be an easy peel seal. So, as we normally do, we've got our little Kershaw here today, and we'll open it up with the Kershaw. Oh, nice, had a little bit sharper edge on it today, and right through both layers. So we're going to put it out on a tray right away. Show you what all's here. Can of pork. The last one we had was really very good. Accessory pack. We've got we're supposed to have orange candy and coffee flavored candy. We got some chewing gum, salt and pepper, beverage bag. Should have a napkin, toilet paper. We've got the rusks, which are hardtack. Very, very hard and very crisp. They're great for spreading stuff on. We'll be putting the pork on that. Here's the Speedy Hot Single. They call it a flameless chemical heater, which is what we normally call an FHR. Nice heavy-duty plastic bag. We'll use that to heat it up. Heat up our main. The main is a beef and barley stew. This is our hydrotonic. What flavor is this? Doesn't say. Isotonic drink. And this is probably our fruit, freeze-dried fruit mix. Napkin and spoon. And this is our big package of, I do believe, I guess that's our beef stew, and some more hardtack. These guys are really, really hard. So we're going to get into heating this up and get back in a few minutes. Just want to show you the amount of steam that's coming out of this bag. That flameless ration heater, chemical heater, is crazy hot right now. We're going to put this in the box, and then we're going to go ahead and start working on some of the other stuff. Well, here we are back. The flameless ration heater's only been going for a couple of minutes, but I did want to open up some of the other things here. So here is the accessory pack. And you've got your little bag for saving stuff or doing what you like. Some TP, nicely packaged. A wet nap for cleaning up beforehand, and a napkin for during the meal. So they really got you covered as far as staying clean and tidy. You got salt and pepper, chewing gum, and then coffee candy and an orange candy. What we're going to do right now is pop open this hydrotonic fruit beverage, which I'm guessing is going to be pretty close to a Gatorade. Actually, it smells a heck of a lot more like a some sort of a malted milk beverage. This is going to be a little bit of a mystery. Well, maybe a little heavy on the water, but if you didn't use the whole thing, it's got a zipper to seal it back up. Seems unnecessary, but pretty completely done. Get the last bit of it out of here. All right, let's see what we have here. Let it dissolve a little. This is the freeze-dried fruit. Again, it's a nice heavy bag, easy pre-cut. But if you don't finish it all at once, you got a zipper where you can zip it back up. And here's our freeze-dried fruit. Got an oxygen absorber in the bottom. See what we have here. Wow. This stuff is super light, like popcorn. There's cherries. Maybe bananas. Some of these things I translated into English, but the font is very tiny here. But pretty heavy on tart cherries. Looks like raspberries, dried raspberries. Pretty tasty. So here's the mystery. What are we drinking? Oh, by the way, there's also a fruit and cereal bar, which wasn't in the initial description that I saw on the outside, unless I missed it. And that is a lemon flavored isotonic drink. Not very tart. Kind of a good balance between tart and sweet, I guess. Didn't smell lemony when I opened it, that's for sure. These are pretty good. They're weird. They're very light as air. They'd probably be great on something like a muesli or some kind of yogurty cereal. But we don't have any of that with this meal. Next. Here is our pork spread. And this is going on the rust. These things are very, very hard. When you first get them, they're a little bit unusual because there's nothing in an American MRE that's going to be this stiff. that pork spread just as smooth as butter. Very tasty. I'm going to work on this in the remaining 10 minutes while the other beef and barley main heats up. We'll be back. Now it's been 15 minutes. The flameless ration heater is one of the hottest ones we've ever used. And this is our second Polish ration. The hardtack, the special rusks, when I bite into them, I use my canine teeth to get a little break going. They are the hardest thing, bread-like or cracker-like I've ever had in a ration, which is crazy. Another thing we didn't mention, they included a straw today. I'm guessing that this isotonic drink probably would have been just poured into a canteen, stirred around, and if you didn't want to drain the whole canteen or for whatever reason, somebody got a straw in the contract. And there you go. I've eaten most of the pork. It's very delicious. We're going to get into the fruit and cereal bar. If you like the videos and you want to see more that are coming out, if you subscribe, you get a notification every time we put out a new one. And if you just hit like, that will help us out a little bit in the old world of the YouTube algorithms. And by algorithm, we're talking about a method of measuring and counting. We're not talking about algorithm, which would have been the dancing style of a former vice president from many years ago. So here we go. Wow, this thing is super hot. And it has a pull tab. I want to get it. And there are nice big chunks of beef. And whole grain barley. The barley grouch, it's everything. It's the germ, everything. And look at that cut of beef. I wish I could tell you in good detail how good that is. That is delicious. It's a very thick, the barley is makes a very thick stew. A great creaminess to it. That's delicious. Nicely seasoned, but I'm going to go ahead and put the black pepper in, guessing that the Polish troop is going to be eating that. This is really, really delicious. Big, nicely cooked, lean cut of beef. It appears to have been slow cooked for hours. I mean, it is like something made in a pot in the oven for a couple of hours. It's super tender. The last time we had, there was no flameless ration heater. Our last Polish ration was a pate in a pork dish. I had high hopes on the canned pork, and those were justified. This beef is crazy. We're going to get another taster in here for 1 second. Now I've got my wife, who's going to be the assistant taster on this, and she's going to try this stew because she was out there working away, and she gets to finally try some of this and give her opinion. I haven't told her what I thought about it yet, so. I'll get a big piece of beef. Shaking her head. It's not having the impact that it had on me. This is one of the most home-cooked well, not MRE, but Ration mains I've ever tasted. It's really delicious.
I think that's a good point about it, about the home cooked nature. It is very tender. Um, Sometimes the MREs can be almost a little overly flavored to keep the flavor level, and this is more subtle. So I think that's what surprised me. But it is tasty, and the meat is very tender.
That is not going to waste, but I'm not going to record me eating the whole thing. I'm going to break into the fruit and cereal bar here real quick. And I'll finish the rest of this off camera. One is a vitamin C candy, one is a coffee candy, which I'm looking forward to. And no coffee in the meal, but that's fine too. And that is an interesting looking fruit and cereal bar. Don't know if it's a date or what. I don't know if that outer covering is edible or if it's paper. I'm guessing it's edible. Tastes like fig. Something kind of citrusy.
And it's
Pretty
not
good.
paper. Is it paper?
I don't know. Might be.
It's palatable.
Yep, it's thin enough to eat. So there are people who have a fetish about eating paper. I'm not one of them. Thanks for tuning in. The only comment I would make about this is that if a Polish troop was outside in really windy weather and they put that freeze-dried fruit on a tray, it'll blow right off. That stuff weighs virtually nothing. It's just it's nice and tasty, but it's little puffs. The rest of this is very good. Thanks for tuning in again, and see you next time.